How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments. Well, it's that time of the week to go through CovrPrice's weekly top 10. This is where they categorize what books are the hottest, as in how fast they're moving. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going up. It could be people getting rid of them, but it's just calculating how much volume they're doing, how much units, and how much they've gone up percentage-wise from the previous week. So this is a good indicator of what is going on in the market. And I like to give my analysis, being a comic book dealer for the last forever. I've been doing this professionally for 14 years now, but I grew up around comics since I was 0. So yeah, so I can give a little opinion on what I think of all this stuff and whether you should buy it. Maybe, people have brought to my attention, like, what about the short term? Because most of the time I talk about long term. So what about the short term? So I will go through all that. First, what I'm going to do is break down each book, and then at the end of the video, I'll tell you what my personal opinion of them. But before I do, if you're into CovrPrice and you want to get these lists and things like that, there's a promo code. Use promo code Collectors Comics. You get it for $1.99. I think it's actually $2.99. I've been saying $4.99 before, but it's $2.99 normally. So you get it for $1.99 for 2 months if you want to try it out. You also, if you do it, you can get it for a week free. So if you just want to try it out for a week, you can sign up and get it for a week free. Okay, let's jump right into it. There's going to be a ton of Moon Knight stuff on here. First up is Moon Knight number 3. This has a 7-day trend of 120%. Weekly top graded sale, $640. Units sold, 36. It says the newsstand. I will jump more into what all that means, but who cares? Newsstand is only relevant in certain time periods. So this is the first appearance of Midnight Man, and there was no Midnight Man in the trailer, but an actor died, Gaspard Ulay. I'm butchering his name. I'm terrible with names. If you watch my channel, you should know that. I had a issue when I was younger. But anyways, so they're thinking that he could have been Midnight Man, and that would suck if this actor had a pretty big role and then, passed. So, but there's really we don't know. All right, next we got Catwoman 39. It's the Sozomaika variant. I'm probably not saying that right either. It's the 1:25 ratio variant. This cover is legit. I like this cover. Very, 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 very cool. But yeah, this is, from Batman Returns. Anyways, basically this had a lot of buzz out of the gate, and that's pretty much it, right? There's no first appearances or anything. It's just a cool variant. Next, we got Sandman number 10. This had a 7-day trend of 138%. Weekly graded sale of $678, and units sold, 36. It was announced that actor Boyd Holbrook would be playing the role of the Corinthian, I could say that, and in the Sandman series. So yeah, so I think this is the first appearance of that man, the Corinthian, or could be woman. I don't know who the Corinthian is, to be honest. I'm assuming by Boyd Holbrook that it's gonna be a man. But I love the art style of the old Sandmans. It was a mix between art and actual photography. So very cool stuff. So next we got Moon Knight 188. That's interesting that it's that high. This looks like a Batman cover to me. Anyways, so many people felt disappointed after the trailer that Ethan Hawke's character was playing a guy named Arthur Harrow, which is a very obscure villain and not much on him. They think people, I don't know why. I don't know who thinks this. Who? Are people literally just, like, they're guessing that it's a bait and switch, kind of like the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. Oh, I'm the Mandarin. Oh, actually, I'm just an actor, right? They're thinking that he could be someone like in disguise, like Dracula or the Sun King or something like that. And yeah, this, This is the first appearance, I guess, of the Sun King. Let me see. Let me just double check this. Usually CovrPrice pretty good about putting the first appearances and keys in there. First appearance of the Sun King. Okay, so they think that Ethan Hawke's character is going to be the Sun King. I don't know where you get this information. All right, 7-day trend, 135%. Weekly grade sale, 550, quite high. Units sold, 41. Next, we got Hulk number 3. This is the Tradmore variant. This has to do with the series of the God of Hammers and things like that. Apparently, Bruce Banner is split into 3 different personalities. So this is, and they're calling the Black Hulk and the Null Hulk. Yeah, that's why this is on that list. It's a new book. 7-day trend, 145%. Raw sale, $90. Units sold, 51. Number 5, we got Moon Knight number 1. Obviously, this is on here because of the Moon Knight trailer. This has a 7-day trend of 110%. Greatest sale, 1,150, and units sold, 81. Next, number 4, we got Strange Academy, 15. Why is this? This is, what is this? Let's see. Well, I got his first cameo versus the first appearance is 13 and 14. This is his first, so this is Gaslamp's first cover appearance. I guess third appearance overall. Cameo 13, first appearance 14. Yeah. That's why this song exists. 7-day trend, 99%. Raw sale, $29. And units sold, 175. Number 3, we got Moon Knight number 7. And this is just a cool cover. That's why it's on the list. That's about it. It's a new book. Cool cover. Sure, yeah. Reminds me of less of Moon Knight and more of God. Why am I blanking on this name? It's from Mark Millar. The guy who did Kick-Ass. It's why am I blanking on it? It was a spec book I had. I have a million of them. I hate that. I'm having a brain fart. It's gonna make me so mad. This guy in all white. Nemesis. There it is. That's what it looks like. It looks like a Nemesis. Anyways, 7-day trend, 182%. Raw, $30. Units sold, 110. Second, we got this cool, old school Wolverine-looking cover with. That's obviously the Hulk, but a very interesting looking Hulk. Anyway, 7-day trend, 335%. Dang. Raw sale, $25. Units sold, 132. Just flying off the shelves. And this has to do with, the previous one I mentioned down here, right? It's the same book, just different cover. And then number 1, we got Moon Knight number 2. This is actually the Fists of Konoshu Moon Knight, so they need to fix that writing there. Fists of Konoshu Moon Knight. And this is the first appearance of Ethan Hawke's character, Arthur Harrow. And it's his first and only appearance. Very interesting that they chose that character. So that's why a lot of people speculate something else. Oh, dang. 7-day trend, 1,438%. That's the highest I've ever seen. Weekly raw sale of $158. Units sold 65. I used to get these books. I had so many of these books. It's like, they were like nothing. I probably have a couple still that I'll probably have to look for. But I would sell these things for like 99 cents. Like literally a month ago. Maybe if I had like a really nice copy, a raw copy, I'd sell it for, maybe $20 or something like that. But now it's selling, oh my gosh. It's like one of those things. You never really know, right? That's the thing. I don't have that much insider information. The only people that would have insider information are people like Kevin Feige. I find out just kind of like how everyone finds out. There's people on Reddit and they do a lot of speculation and you got to hope that they're right. Anyways, okay, so now we went through and why they're on this list. So now let's talk about what you should do with them. All right, let's go down here. We got Moon Knight number 3, first Midnight Man. So first I want to address the newsstand thing. If you look down here at the bottom, maybe I can zoom in this picture. Hopefully I can. Okay, so if you look, there we go. See that down in the bottom left corner? It's a little barcode. That means it's a newsstand. That means that they were given to grocery stores, newsstands, and kids would come and they get it and they scan it, and that's how, you use that barcode, and that's how they paid for the thing, right? So 1980 was when they really started doing direct, and direct means they sold straight to the comic shop. So, and straight to the comic shop would have a little Spider-Man logo down at the bottom. That's a direct copy. Newsstand obviously has the barcode, and a lot of people assume that newsstand is, oh my gosh, it's so rare. It's the rarest of all rare, right? So we have Spider-Man. That's direct. Same comic. That is not how it works. So 1980, most books were still newsstand. Most. Even 85, most were still newsstand. It wasn't until you got higher, the more you went through the years, the more everything turned direct. So if you got a newsstand now the only time newsstand matters in like the 80s is if it's a really high grade, like a 9.8. Well, because it's harder to get a newsstand 9.8 in like 1989, because yes, there's a lot of them still going direct, so the pool is smaller to choose from on newsstand, but kids would rifle through them and it's harder to get that high grade. So where newsstand really starts coming into play as an actual variant that's, rarer, more rare, is in the 90s up through the early 2000s. The higher you go up in the years, so up into the early 2000s, super, super rare to get those newsstands, right? Much more rare, because it was a small fraction of, I want to say, like, depending on the publisher, like in the later 90s, only 10% were newsstand. And then once you get up in the early 2000s, you're looking at like 5%. I don't think they make newsstands anymore, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. So a lot of people think, newsstand, worth more. No, it's not, right? Here we go. Here's a good example. Here's the direct. And the direct, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sales and a 9.8 of the direct. How many sales have there been in the newsstand? 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 sales. Now this goes a little further back, but let's look at a 9.6. This is for a newsstand. Look at the 9.6. You got tons, right? Look at the direct or the direct version. Way less. What does that tell you? There's a lot less available of the direct. Why? Because this is 1980. Like I said, most everything was still newsstand. Directs were actually more rare. Unless you were Dazzler #1, that was a book that was solely direct only. So there is no newsstands of that. Or at least to my knowledge, there is none. All right, so this book has been obviously popping off. If the actor did play Midnight Man, and if Midnight Man is actually in the movie or a TV show, then that kind of sucks, and that will hurt the book's value. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what happens when someone plays something and they die in real life. I really don't know. I would imagine it would, because it's going to be harder to bring that character back for season 2. So this one is, if it were me in my book, I would sell it. Would I buy it at this price? If I could get a good deal, or if I wanted it. That's all I can say. I would probably sell it, though. I would think in 6 months' time it's going to go down. All right, Catwoman. This is a newer book. If you like this cover, buy the cover. Outside of that, I don't see this as a investable opportunity. It'd be nice if you bought it, at the opening market price, whatever the cover price is for a variant, 1 in 25 variant. But I don't see this long term. Sandman 10. I don't know how the TV show is going to do. So you're basically, it's a gamble, right? You got the Corinthian, where how popular is the Corinthian going to be? How many scenes is that person going to have? Don't know. Is that person going to come back for season 2? Is there going to be a season 2? These are all questions you have to ask yourself. But I would generally say, if you can get yourself a nice copy of an older Sandman, then you're fine. All right, Moon Knight 188. So this is all speculation that Ethan Hawke's character is not who he seems to be, because it's too obscure. Okay? And they're guessing it's the Sun King. Why? I don't know. Does someone have insider information, or are they purely guessing? I'm guessing it's a pure guess because, like I always say, Mephisto never turned out, and everyone's dead set. Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So there you go. So pass. Hulk 3. If you like the cover, buy it. Other than that, pass. Moon Knight #1. This is a buy. This is a crazy look. Here's Moon Knight #1. So you can see the graph, so it's a little easier for me to verbalize what I'm talking about. Here's a 9.8. Up, 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 a little down, but up, up. Overall, just massive boom, but kept on going up. Okay, let's look at a 9.6. 9.6, 9.6. Okay, up from the boom, steady. And it looks like it's the light purples are actual highs. The dark purple is an average. So it's hitting all-time highs. Let's look at a 9.4. Up, 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 up. Right? All ups. Look at this. All green. Green. Green means go. So go ahead and buy this book. I think it's a good buy. I think it's a good long-term investment. The only thing you have to be scared of is what if the show sucks? If it sucks, or if it gets canceled, or no one likes it, then that's a problem. If it's good, people like it, people love Oscar Isaac, and they love Moon Knight shows up in the MCU and all this kind of stuff, then you're golden. All right, Strange Academy. I mean, pass. Moon Knight #7. If you like the cover, buy it. Other than that, pass. Hulk 3. I already said that before, pass. Moon Knight 2. Ethan Hawke's character. This book was a nothing book before, literally in less than the dollar bin. And I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just so, like, my gut instinct says, like, if you have it, sell it. Sell it, sell it, sell it. If you don't have it and you want to know if this is a good investment, I would say no. If you can find yourself a cheap copy, and then sure, go for it. But yeah, if I had a copy downstairs, and if it was worth grading, like a 9.6 or a 9.8 or something like that, I would send it out to be graded. I'd send it fast track, and once I got it back, I would then immediately sell it. But I have a feeling that this will go down. So if you do have a copy, I would, unless it's a high enough to get graded, I would just sell it. All right, that's kind of it. Have a great day.